Since the investigation began, dozens of former students contacted FDLE to tell them their stories and what they think could lie beneath those crosses. Many of the men I've spoken to personally tell me they were victims of abuse and scare tactics by the people who work there on a daily basis. Some even believe the graves contain the bodies of boys who were beaten to death at the school. Recently, two Bay County men sat down with our cameras to tell us about their time in Marianna. This is their story.
I felt abuse from day one because of the way they talked to you and belittled you.
Patrick Hallinan, now 64, was 15 when he first stepped foot in the Florida school for boys.
I wasn't there 2 weeks and I ran away.
And that was the first time, he says, he was sent to the White House, where he was beaten with a leather strap.
And I went down to the White House 2 more times after that.
I just didn't want to die in Marianna. I wanted to die at home.
Patrick isn't the only one to feel abused at the school. George Gay, now 62, was also 15 when he went to Marianna, just 2 years after Patrick was there. Patrick and George met for the first time today, but their experiences at the school are almost identical.
I suffered a long time after I got out of there from the fear. I just got in the habit of being feared of dying. It took me a long time to cope with that.
Both George and Patrick say they tried to rid their memories from the school for as long as possible. It wasn't until the investigation of the graves began those memories resurfaced.
Well, I tried to forget all about it until this breaking story with the graves up at the boys' school.
I blanked it out of my mind really until all this came up.
While both men say it took them years to stop thinking about their time at the school, the incidents that took place there will always remain fresh in their minds. They recall the beatings they received from a one-armed man named Troy Tidwell.
He was pretty cruel to do the kids like he did, and seemed to enjoy it.
Both George and Patrick say Tidwell gave the majority of the beatings. Patrick says during his second trip to the White House, Tidwell beat him so hard he had to be carried out of the building. Do you think you can ever forgive him?
Maybe if I had 15 minutes with him, maybe I could. I mean, I made this statement to you before. Maybe God can forgive him, but I can't.
Some former students who don't include Patrick or George have come together and actually filed a lawsuit against Troy Tidwell, who is presently in his 80s. The last time News 13 spoke with Tidwell's lawyer, Matthew Fuquay of Marianna, he told us they filed a motion to dismiss and have requested a venue change to Marianna or Tallahassee. He says Tidwell is very upset and distraught about the lawsuit and shocked that those allegations would take place. Back to you.